Good morning and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to, I would say, another week of training, but I'll be honest, this is not going to be a full week of training that you're about to see, because today is actually Sunday. I haven't been that great at filming this week, but I think it's because I'm just slowly trying to get back into the groove of things and get back into the rhythm. But it's currently Sunday morning, and today and every Sunday moving forward is now going to be my long run of the week. And so, yeah, this week was like the first full week of training, I guess you could say, but it was like this, up and down, because I wasn't as consistent as I probably should have been. Again, I'm a little rusty and just trying to get back into the swing of things, but also, as you guys know, this past Wednesday was New Year's Day. So let me just go over what I did do this week so you guys know I did something. Luckily, this is the first week of training, so I still have a lot of ground to cover. But let's see. So Monday, I did not have a run or a workout. But Tuesday, I just did a 2-mile run. It was a tempo run. Wednesday, I was supposed to have a run. It didn't happen. It was New Year's Day. Give me a break. It's okay. Thursday, I did get a run in. It was 4.47 miles, so it took about 38 minutes. And then Friday, I did a lower body strength workout at the gym, so I didn't run. And then yesterday was a run. It was just an aerobic endurance run, zone 2. But that one was 31 minutes, 3.65 miles. And yesterday was like absolutely brutal weather-wise, because it was like, I forgot what the actual temperature was, but it said that it felt like 14 degrees outside. And so I'm kind of in a similar situation today. It is currently 25 degrees out, and it says it feels like 15. So this is just amazing. It's gonna be a great run today. But there's a few things that I'm a little nervous about when it comes to training for this race. One of them being obviously the weather, because it's freaking freezing cold outside. It just makes me want to sip on my warm coffee. But the other thing that is going to be interesting, I know I'm going to obviously be fine, but it's the fact that every workout, besides obviously strength workouts, is a run. And if you guys have been following the channel, then you know that, recently I've been doing triathlons. And, with triathlons, one thing that I've always loved about triathlon is that the workouts switch up, right? So it's Monday, you might have a run. Tuesday, you might have a swim. Wednesday, you have a bike workout. Thursday, a strength workout. And then it rotates, right? So each day is a little different, which is really nice, and it makes it not seem so repetitive. But with marathon training, it's just running, really. Obviously, you have strength training that I'm going to be incorporating, but a majority of this is literally just running. And so trying to make sure that I don't get tired of it, and making sure that every workout is a little different. And that's why I think it's important to have a really good training plan, and one that does switch things up a little bit, and that not every workout is just a zone 2. And if you're not familiar with zone 2, it's just when you're running where your heart rate is at a certain threshold based on, I don't really honestly want to get into the math because I clearly haven't had my full cup of coffee. But if you haven't heard of zone 2, just look it up. What is zone 2 training when it comes to running? Because your boy needs to finish more of this. But basically, that's why it's good to have a training plan, is so that each run is a little bit different. So what I've been doing, at least for my triathlon races in the past, I've used a training program called My Pro Coach. And it's ran by Phil Mosley. I'll put all the links for everything down in the description if you want to go check out the website and look at all their training plans. But I've used My Pro Coach, and I love their triathlon training plans, but he also has half marathon training plans, full marathon training plans. And so this is my first full marathon training plan that I've done with him. but also that I've done in general, if you remember watching this last video. So yeah, it should be interesting. Basically, I have 5 runs a week, and maybe this would be easier if I actually share my screen and show you the Training Peaks platform so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like here. Now, hopefully you guys can see this, but this is basically the platform that I do all of my training in. It's called Training Peaks. So this hosts all the workouts, right? You can go and get many different training plans from really anyone and have them uploaded into Training Peaks. And this is just a simple way to see your calendar and what your workouts look like, and they're super detailed. And now I'm not like a affiliate or anything like that of Training Peaks or My Pro Coach, even though I wish I was. But I'm just showing you what is working for me and what I've been using, because really the whole goal of any of this is to show you what I'm using and what I'm doing to achieve my goals, so that hopefully you guys are able to do the same thing. So last week was I just did the fitness test basically, and that was it. And you guys saw that, I shared it with you. Now this was the first full week, and as you can see, there are a lot of colors on here, and in the future, there should not be any colors. It should literally just be green, because if it's green, that means you did the workout. Red, that means you did not do it, which I did this. I guess I just didn't record it on my watch. But basically, each week, I will have, I'll skip ahead to another week, but this is what I have today. This aerobic endurance, the 1 hour and 30-minute run, easy or steady run, all on low to mid zone 2, which we just talked about. So that will get me to I'll probably be around 20 miles for the week. So for the first week of training, I'm not mad at it. But then next week, this is what a general week is going to look like. So Mondays, I will not necessarily have a run. It's really going to be more recovery focused, because Mondays are the day after my long runs on Sundays. So what I have here is each Monday, which you'll see, here's 2 weeks. You're looking at 2 weeks total right here. But Monday, stretch, core workout, and cold plunge. I'm going to force myself to go to the gym and do a cold plunge, because I just feel like it's going to pay off in the long run throughout training. But then Tuesday, I have a tempo run. Wednesday, aerobic endurance. Thursday, lower body strength. I thought I was doing lower body strength, yeah. And then Friday, strength endurance. Saturday, what I'm going to do, as you can see, is on Saturdays I have a heavy upper body, and so I'm going to do lower body strength on Thursdays and upper body strength basically on Saturday mornings. And then on Saturdays I also have this aerobic endurance workout that they're pretty short, as you can see. Like this one's 35 minutes, the following Saturday's 25 minutes, back to 35. And so since it's short, I'm going to go to the gym, do a heavy upper body, and then right afterwards, or like even right before, I'll do the 35-minute like zone 2 run just on the treadmill, just to keep it simple so I can knock out those 2 workouts. And then again, Sundays are my long runs. So this Sunday is 1 hour and 30 minutes. The next Sunday is 1 hour and 40 minutes. And then this, it looks like, so this is week 4. So it is just an active recovery week, so I only have a 40-minute run. But then the following week, it bumps up to 150. And then the longest run that I think I have on here is, let's see, 230. It looks like 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, because here's the run. The run is on the 16th right here. So this is really my workout plan. It's pretty straightforward, but basically, just to keep it simple, each week is going to have 5 runs in it, basically, 2 weightlifting workouts, 1 stretching, core, cold plunge, so like 1 recovery day, which will be Mondays. But I still want it to be like an active recovery and do a little bit of something on those days, because I am doing my own version of like 75 hard. So for the beginning of the year, so I do want one, the day that's technically, sorry guys, Jesus. The day that's supposed to be my off day, which is Mondays, I still want to do a little bit of something. I want to do the 75 hard. It's not the like exact 75 hard. I'm doing my own version of it. So yeah, this is really my test. But what's exciting is I have another, where's it at? Fitness test. So I have another fitness test in 2 weeks actually. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to improve in that time. But I guess we will find out. You never know. The goal is to get 1% better each and every single day. So yeah, this is my workout plan. Hopefully this kind of helps just show you guys what I'm doing, and hopefully what works for me, we will find out. You will know that this training plan is working for me if, for one, I beat my marathon goal of, what was it, 3:45, between that 3:30, 3:45. So keep watching to find out. But also, if I am getting faster for each fitness test that I do, because I have one in January, and I think I have another one in February as well, somewhere in there. But yeah, that is my training plan. So now, honestly, I'm just going to I'm drinking reds and greens from BPN just to get those in me first thing this morning. I'm drinking my coffee, and then I am just going to eat this macro bar from Trader Joe's. It's got like 35 grams of carbs. We are then going to take Lucky to the park this morning just for a quick walk, and while I am there, that's where I will start my run. So in the meantime, I'm just going to relax a little bit. I'm going to use my Theragun, warm the legs up because it's freaking cold outside, and I'm going to need some blood flowing. So here is to the first long run of training coming up. I hope this was helpful, and stay till the end because I have a giveaway that I am doing. So don't just exit out of this video now that you've seen the training plan. I have a small little giveaway. And so yeah, cheers. Now let's go crush this long run. Good morning, Lucky. Good morning.
Yeah, it's the cheese.
He just wants the cheese.
The cheese tracks. Good boy. Okay, okay.
All right, I just left Lucky and Barry. I have to start my run now because I am freezing cold and I need to get the blood rushing and start flowing through my body so it will warm up a little bit, because it's going to be hard to come back from if I get too cold. But man, it is freaking cold outside, but that just makes this even tougher, which is just so much fun. But honestly, I feel like when you like put yourself in these tough situations, when things are really hard but you just do them anyways, that's when you actually grow. So that's what I'm telling myself. I'm telling myself I am out here today to grow, because I do not want to be out here in the freezing cold for the next hour and a half running. But we just gotta do the damn thing anyways. So alright, we are officially ready to kick off in 3, 2, 1. Alright, an hour and a half. Let's see, I'm thinking maybe close to 10 miles. That's what it should look like, but just going to run in Central Park, do a few loops, and see what we can do. But first, long run of training is underway. I'll check in along the way. I just finished running Harlem Hill for the first time in months. And holy shit, that just made me realize how out of shape I am when it comes to my running condition. Jesus, I got some work to do. It made me think about, what are my 3 pillars of marathon training? 3 things I really want to keep in mind throughout training, and one of the most important ones is making sure that I run my easy runs easy and don't push like too hard, because that's a way to injure myself for one. But just because you're running faster doesn't mean like you're running your runs faster, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be faster on race day. So you want to make sure that you keep your easy runs easy. And that's one thing that I'll be focused on throughout this training program. The second thing is going to be making sure that I am very intentional with the speed work. A lot of my speed work will be done on the treadmill at the gym, and I'll be doing it on Zwift. But realizing how important those speed runs are is something I noticed while training for my Ironman last year now. And that's what helped me have a good half marathon that I did earlier last spring. I PR'd my half marathon, and it's definitely due to all the speed work I was doing. And the third thing I'm trying to keep focused on, the third pillar, is just not increasing my mileage too quickly throughout training. And that's honestly what's great about having this training plan to stick to, is because, you know, if the workout says an hour and 30, that doesn't mean to go 140 if I'm feeling good. End it where it needs to end based on the training plan, because if I increase my mileage weekly too fast, that's how I'll get injured. But again, so this week I'll probably come out to around close to 20 miles. But again, before that, I was still running a couple of times a week before marathon training, so I had a good base to start with. But right now, it doesn't really feel like it. That's for damn sure. I am about 30 minutes in, 1 hour to go. All right, 45 minutes in, 5.1 miles, halfway there. I should definitely hit 10 miles, which is the plan today. Oh, run complete. Oh shit. 1 hour, 30 minutes, 10 seconds, 10.43 miles. Average pace was 8:38. Oh shit. Guys, that was struggle city. Oh God, look at this. I'm growing my hair out if you can't tell. Overall, really tough run. Jeez, I haven't had to run that far. I haven't done a 10-mile run since the Ironman back in July. And my legs are feeling it right now. They are shot and they feel heavy. But I'm glad I got that one in. It was the start of it all, just to kind of build some momentum, and hopefully it's only easier from here, right? But the most important thing is that I got it done, and I'm now 1% better than I was when I woke up this morning, even though I don't feel like it right now. Luckily, I think I get to relax the rest of the day. Well done, well done. All right, I am back home. I just showered. Oh, and I am beat. It feels so nice to sit down on this couch. But really, honestly, this video was just to really show you guys what my training plan was and kind of what I'm going to be working with moving forward. But one thing I did wanted to mention before I close out this video is the giveaway that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So just a little bit of context as to why what I'm giving away is what I'm giving away. For the 75 hard that I'm doing, again, it's like my own personal one, and it's just a list of certain things I want to do, make sure I do daily for the next 75 days. Everyone knows about the OG 75 hard, that, you know, that the popular one that you see all across social media. I'm not doing that exact one, just my own version. But one thing that is in the original 75 hard is reading 10 pages a day. And so I'm still doing that in the version that I'm doing. And I'm reading a book that I've actually read like 3 times. However, it's been a few years since I've actually read it. I've listened to it a few times, but it's been a few years, probably like 5, since I've actually sat down and read it page by page. And so that book is the one and only Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. If you haven't read this book, this is one of those books that will change your outlook on life and how you view the challenges and hard things that come at you. It's unreal. But anyway, so I ordered the hardcover because I had lost the original one I had. But I guess I accidentally hit order 2 of them on Amazon. So now I have 2 copies of this book. So basically, what I want to do is give one of them away to someone here. So really, this is for you guys that don't have the book already, or maybe you haven't read it. I will ship this book to you, and all I'm really asking for is for you to comment down below on this video what your #1 fitness goal is for this year, for 2025. Because as much as obviously this channel is about me training and whatnot, I want to know about what you guys are training for and what you're working towards, because I want it to be like a little bit of a community. So please comment down below what your fitness goal is for this year. And what I will do is maybe next Sunday, while I'm filming the next video, I will actually draw basically a name from everyone that commented, and whoever wins, and I will ship you the book. So yeah, make sure you comment down below if you want a copy of this book. It's only going to one person. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm just gonna relax the rest of the day, probably. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is January 6th. So I feel like tomorrow is when like life really kind of kicks back into gear after the new year. There's always a few days after the new year where things are kind of just up in the air and nobody knows what is going on. So tomorrow is like the real start of life getting back to normal. And I'll also kind of start, documenting like the day-to-day weekly training again. But yeah, obviously the first video in the series was telling you about the race and what race I'm doing. And then this video was just telling you about my training plan. So again, the links to where I get my training plan is down below in the description of this video. Make sure you comment what your fitness goal is if you want to try to win a copy of the book. And other than that, make sure you subscribe. Give this video some support, this channel some support. It really helps me out. But I'm happy to be back, even though my legs don't feel like it. And yeah, I will see you guys next week for another week of training.